This conference will now be recorded.
All right. So, hi guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Awesome.
All right. So, am I speaking to Eric or Clint?
Clint and Eric are both on. This is Clint.
All right, Clint. So, basically, my colleague Ria has reached out to you regarding our Spot Bus tracking solution. So basically, we are a one-stop shop solutions for school bus tracking app. So basically, our module work much more like the Ubers, unlike your typical bus tracking software, wherein they install FRID and so forth. Ours works purely uh, on the cloud. So basically, we integrate everything on the cloud, and this is typically for the school industries, and we're trying to cut down the operational costs. So this is typically free for the transport provider and for the school administrators,
Okay.
right? So basically, we have been in business for the past 12 years,
How many
but
years?
12 years, 12 years.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, but the the school industry's business is something that we actually are focusing on for the past 12 months,
Okay.
and we have been working on customization application. Uh, so we're trying to go on a market full swing, uh, such as like Zoner does, or I would say Here Comes the Bus. Not sure if you guys have heard of them.
Very
I'm sure
familiar
you
with them.
right. So, Clint and Eric, if you could throw me some light on what you guys do, that would help me understand, as in where we stand, and see how we can work together.
Okay, so I manage the school bus side of the business for Safety Vision. So we do onboard technology centered around cameras. So we do cameras and passive GPS tracking, onboard Wi-Fi, stop arm cameras, things like that. So we monitor the inside and outside of the bus. We do stop arm ticket violations, and we do onboard Wi-Fi as well. So your particular offering is the piece of the pie that we don't offer. So that's why we're interested. The only GPS tracking we do is historical or passive, meaning you don't see it live, but when you're playing the video back after an incident, that's when you see it. So we don't have the live piece. Eric, can you hear us now? Okay. We can't hear you, but you can hear us. That's good.
All
Oh,
right.
there
So
you go.
basically,
Now can you hear me?
yeah. So
Yes.
if I so let me make this clear. Our app for the transportation companies, for the transport provider, or the school administrator, it is absolutely free. We're just charging this school student as an it's a subscription basis. So basically, if we tie up, let's say, we work together, basically you guys would typically own uh, our app, as in you do not have to pay anything, but all the features that you see in the markets are pretty much available, but we do not have the camera system installed or uh, the technology that you guys have. But this is purely based on GPS tracking, and it's a real
Okay.
time. It's pretty
So
much
you're
similar with Uber. Consider as
okay.
Uber, that's exactly the same.
Okay, so your business model is to not charge the school districts, but to charge the like basically the parents of the students.
Exactly, exactly. And
Okay.
they see it in real time. They get the alert as in they get the alert in real time as in where the bus is, what time the bus
Okay.
picks are. It
Is,
sends them out. Yep.
do you provide any hardware that goes on the bus?
There is no hardware. So basically, there's an app for the school bus driver, and there's a login portal for the school administrators and the transport provider. So basically, we create everything from the e-routing, the geo-routing. Once the school tells us where the kids' pickup points are and so forth, then we remap everything into our portal, unlike transfiders and other service provider wherein they charge a huge amount, say $5,000 just for one account. Ours
So
is absolutely
where are you getting the data from? What is communicating to your portal to give you that information?
so basically we are using MapKit uh, on iOS, and we also use Amazon Web Systems.
Well, no,
And
I guess like, how is the bus communicating to you? Like, how do you know where the bus is? I mean, if there's nothing installed on the bus, how do you know where it's at?
very good question. So basically, there's a separate app for the school bus driver. So there's no
So
GPS.
what happened? So it's an app on like a phone. I mean, my
Exactly.
question is where, what, I mean, what if a driver doesn't have a smartphone?
We will provide them one if they do not
Oh,
have it.
okay. So then that's
Oh,
the
wow.
piece of hardware. Okay.
So
Okay.
this would typically cut down the operational cost and everything. And
Mhm.
that's unlike, Zoner and all those other competitors charge huge amount of money. I mean, we're
Yeah.
looking at things differently.
Uh-oh. I'm losing everybody.
No, I'm here. I just,
Does that make sense to you guys?
yeah, it does. Is there anything that you could show us? Could you share a screen and show us anything?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Right. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Is there anything that you could show us? Like, can you share a screen and show us what your software looks like?
Absolutely. I would have to take our tech guys to actually show you that. So basically, I mean, I'm just jumping on the exploratory call. So we can
Okay.
show you a demo as in how our app works. I mean, there's a whole lot of technology that is behind it. So we can definitely show you, but we would have to, set up a different time for a demo.
Sure. Okay, so let me ask you this. So if I'm a user of it, the only thing I can see, well, I guess what I'm asking is, can the school district see all of their buses on your platform, or will it
Exactly.
only? Okay, okay,
Now, let me make that clear. I'm sorry to confuse you. So the school administrator have their own login portal. So basically,
okay.
they can see XYZ buses taking Manhattan route, for an example. So they can see as in where the bus is, uh, pickup point 1, 2, 3, as in where the bus is. They can see everything and the name of the bus driver. They can change the bus driver name and so forth. Everything is there. It's pretty much the same as Zoner, Here Comes the Bus, or Transfinder, but
Okay,
this typically works on the cloud, basically.
okay. So, so you earn money when the parents download the app?
Yes, and the subscription is ranging from, for the past 2, 3 months, we're going to give them for free because we're confident that they're going to be happy.
Mhm.
So once they agree to proceed with it after the free trial, then they would typically pay between $4 to $10 a month. Wherein, our competitors are charging $24 a month.
So let me ask you this, DJ. So
Right.
do you have you integrated, I was reading on your website that you guys have capabilities of integrating on other different platforms and things along those lines. Have you done that with any other surveillance companies in the school bus
Not
market?
yet. Not yet. And our CEO is kind of interested in that, which is why I was keen in talking to you guys as well. So I do see great potential areas here. We're talking with a very big company right now. I'm not I can tell you, are you guys aware of Craft Bus?
Craft Bus? I've heard of them. Yeah, they're in Wisconsin, I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, so we're in the process of signing a contract with them, and they talk about surveillance, and they talked about the other aspects as in how we can actually implement more technology, because they typically do not want to work with transfinders because they're actually very expensive, and we customize based on each transportation company needs.
So let
So
me
that's
ask you this question. How does our company make money providing your service to school districts? Do you share in the subscription fees?
Yes, we share you the subscription fee, but our basically what will happen is our CEO would typically give you and say, okay, you take 30%, 40% of the revenue and so forth. But I can't
Okay.
promise you right now, but that all
Sure.
depends on how we negotiate.
Sure. I just getting it all out there, you know what I mean, and make sure it's like
Yeah,
worth your
absolutely,
time and
absolutely.
money. Okay.
Absolutely. And, this is, just so you know, DJ, if we do pursue forward with this, this is our owner is going to want to do an exclusive agreement between our companies for the school bus market specifically.
Right.
The other
Right.
markets, we can bring in other managers and things like that and directors if you'd like to go into some of our other verticals and stuff like that. But Clint and I focus on the pupil transportation side of it, so the school bus
Right.
side, and that's what we're
Right.
interested in. We don't want we don't want you partnering with any of our other competitors to give them an equal advantage. They seem to copy a lot of our actions, and I'd like to keep
Right.
it that way. I'd like to keep them chasing.
Sure, I got you.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, DJ, you are definitely talking to the leaders in the school bus technology world. We have some of, if not all, the largest accounts in the country. I mean, we have Clark County Schools, which is the largest school district-owned fleet in the country, along with several other multi-thousand fleet school districts, and that's just the school bus side. If you get in with us, we're in cop cars, we're in public transit, we're in fire trucks, we're in ambulances, we're in FedEx, we're in Coca-Cola. So there's, many vehicles that we have that we can get you on. So just keep that in mind as we do go through this process, because we will be talking about exclusivity. So I just want to get that out there right away.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So our product is ready, but it's just a go-to-marketing strategy right now. We can show
Okay.
you the demo. So basically, I mean, we're just in the negotiation level at this point with Craft Bus as well, but there's nothing as such an agreement yet. So
And look,
basically,
you've been working with them, and that's fine if it ends up making sense for us to, manage that client. Where are you based out of?
Massachusetts.
Okay. So we have reps all over the country. I got them in California and Oregon and Florida and Indiana, New York, North Carolina, Texas, you name it. So we can, and we're big like in-person people. We go see our clients all the time, face to face. Right now is a little different, obviously. We do a lot of Zoom stuff, but we're still, out there meeting with clients that will let us come. So I'm just saying, if that craft bus opportunity, stalls and maybe you need us to come in and help close that deal for you, let us know. But I think, just off this conversation, I mean, I think we're interested enough to want to get a visual and see your product. I think that would be the next step for us, and go through a little bit more explanation of, when it's ready to roll out and how we go about, implementing that.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, I mean, there are a lot of aspects that we need to talk, but as for now, what we should do is I will get my CEO on our next call with our tech team, and
Okay.
we will let you know, and we will show you the demo, and we can talk about the revenue sharing basis and so forth. Would
Okay.
that work?
Absolutely.
All right, all right. So I'll send you a quick email follow-up, and then we will set up a call. Will it be okay if we set up a call sometime next week?
Yeah, next week will be good.
All right, sounds good, sounds good. So let me not waste your time. Uh, if you have any question, just let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I think you gave us a good enough rundown that the only questions we'll have is as we're looking at your solution.
Right, absolutely, absolutely. I appreciate it. I really appreciate your time, and then I'll send you a follow-up email, and we'll take it from there. All right?
That sounds good. Thank you so much, DJ.
Hey, thanks, Eric, and thanks, Ryan. You have a
Thank
great
you.
day.
Appreciate it. You guys have a great one. Thank you.